Welcome to the Palm Springs Power pregame show. I'm Wes Williams alongside Steve Sitter. The Power have a game today, Arroyo Seco Sentinels here at Palm Springs Stadium, and I understand we have a couple promotions today.
Oh yeah, it's a nice Pride night. Always fun in Palm Springs. Get the LGBTQ community out here, and they've historically been very big supporters of the Power, and likewise us to them.
Yeah, well, the Power have another powerful pitcher on the mound today, no pun intended. Sawyer Gibson-Long. What can you tell us about the pitching thus far this year?
The pitching for the Power has been outstanding. They've definitely outshined their opponents. The run differential insofar in the first 8 games, 68-23, the Power have outscored their opponents. And when you look at the earned runs, it just gets worse. For the Power pitchers have a 1.46 ERA. Their opponents have a 5.36 ERA. So coming into tonight, we're going to be looking for more of the same dominant starting pitching, even more dominant relief pitching, and just overall a solid performance from the pitchers and the defense. Defense has been bailing the pitchers out the past couple of games, 7 total double plays in the past 2 games. So we'll be looking to see more of that, another clean game for the Power defense.
And offensively, they get Ryan Mota back after a day off. That's just going to make it even worse for the other teams.
Oh yeah, Mota with 3 home runs in the season. They've been to all parts of the ballpark as well. The Power have a .315 batting average as well as a team compared to their opponents' .222 batting average, and some of that can be contributed to the high caliber of the Power pitching, but also the Power just from 1 to 9 have excellent offense, and it even extends beyond 1 to 9. They have great subs that can come in, and both for speed and power. It's very, very dominating so far.
Well, giving us an even bigger perspective of the game is manager Casey Dill. We talked to him a little bit earlier. Here's the clip from the manager. All right, we're joined by manager Casey Dill. Casey, what's the vibe around the locker room when it comes to the draft?
Everybody, we have a number of guys that are looking at possibly getting drafted. As we get later in the draft, we're looking at round 8 right now. I've been following the draft very closely. As we get further down, I think the majority of the guys that we have are probably being looked at between the 10th and the 20th round. So it's getting to that point where we might start to see some guys go. And we have a lot of guys that have gotten a lot of interest from major league organizations. So they're all talking about it. Everyone's aware of what's going on. Everyone's following it. So it's definitely a topic of interest right now.
You have Arroyo Seco tonight in a league game. What do you know about them, and what should the fans expect?
Arroyo Seco plays great small ball. They know how to bunt. They know how to run. They hit and run. They're very aggressive on the bases. They play great defense. They do all the little things right. So we're having early work today to work on our bunt coverages, to work on getting our bunts down, and so our small ball is going to be, it's been very good to this point. We've executed well, but we got to tighten it up that much more against a team like Arroyo Seco because they like the small ball. Tonight's
starter, talk about him and how he matches up against Arroyo Seco.
Yeah, Sawyer Gibson-Long, it'll be his first start of the year for us, his second outing. Threw in relief his first outing and looked very good. He throws the ball upper 80s, lower 90s, down in the strike zone, and he mixes in 2 very good off-speed pitches with his curveball and his changeup. So he's going to attack hitters early on. Our defense to this point of the season has been one of our greatest assets, so our pitchers are confident in letting our defense play. So it's all about throwing good strikes, forcing bad contact, and letting our defense play. I expect Sawyer to go out there and continue to do what the rest of our pitchers done and attack the strike zone and let the defense play.
Perfect. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
We were talking about that draft. I'm sure a lot of people in the clubhouse were talking about a draft. What was the conversations like?
All of us have a lot of buddies getting drafted, a lot of guys getting their names called. It's a pretty exciting time, as a player for me. I've never, gone through that process or know what it's all about, but it's pretty cool, hearing about guys that you've played with and are playing with, getting drafted by big league clubs, and, dreams starting to come true a little bit.
Do you have any bets with the guys who's going to get taken off the board first? I mean, the guys have to be talking about that.
Yeah, no, we all know people from our schools, whether, schools we play at now or schools we played at. Some guys on the club waiting to hear their names called, starting to get in those middle rounds. But, betting-wise, it's just kind of funny, you looking at these guys and, around what rounds get what money. You're joking with them about what you're going to buy, all this kind of stuff. But it's all fun and games.
Now, if you were to get drafted, who would you want to get picked by?
I've been a Yankees fan my whole life, so if I ever got the chance to get drafted, I'd have to say the Yankees. But that's something you dream about.
So if let's say the Dodgers drafted you, offered you $1 million, the Yankees drafted you, offered you lunch, which would you choose?
I'd probably take the lunch because, I mean, I love baseball a lot, but I like the Yankees. And, I mean, money's nice too, but I'm just going to go with the lunch.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Cody.